Doujins and Dragons. I assume it's going to be like Dungeons and Dragons, but like, I've never played that, so I won't even be able to tell if it is or not. An extra here. The instructions said not to do the extra stage, so I probably won't. This is Raimo, and that's Marissa. Pick a couple to play as. Please select something else. Well, that's not a choice now, is it? In your bottom right corners are your character stats. I have no coins, I have 10 potions. Click on the buttons and hover over their stats to get information on each move. Would you like to try the combat tutorial? Sure. You may have noticed that this game might resemble a certain tabletop game from real life. It, however, does not. If it did, then we might have a lawsuit, and who knows what their lawyers would do to Kensokyo if that happens. Instead, if you've checked your character stats, you'll notice a few different numbers. HP, dodge, power, tenacity, skills, and spell cards. Close, right. Broom ride. Instead, if you check your character stats, you'll notice a few different numbers. The short of it is that if you're attacking an enemy, you'll have a better chance of actually hitting them if the enemy's dodge is low and your power is high. Power equals hit? Okay. Other than that, it's the usual fare of getting the other party's health down to 0 before your party does by attacking them. Some moves will also have a power modifier at the end of their descriptions. The larger the modifier number, the more likely the attack will hit. For Rainbow especially, you'll be using skills that have tenacity as their modifier rather than power. These skills are especially effective against foes with high dodge, as instead of relying on your power being higher than their dodge, you are instead putting your tenacity against their tenacity. Now enough of that. Let's have a test battle. Is a fairy. Battle interface. Rainbow goes first. Try using the skill first. Remember to check what each skill does in your character stats. A barrier to make invisible. An enemy takes 35 damage. There's a small chance that they will take double damage from all attacks first the battle. A food to cast away impurity. Fortified damage to an enemy. Marissa rams in the enemy high velocity. It's 3-6 damage. An illuminating circle magic binds the opponent. Enemy takes 2 to 4 damage, and there's a small chance that they will take double damage from all attacks first the battle. Okay, so they have basically the same things. Right. There's multiple fairies here? Pick the wrong duo to deal with. Don't underestimate us. What does this spell card do? All enemies are surrounded by a food that does 5 times damage to all enemies. Undauntable misses do have damage instead of 0. Okay. Swirling massive stars around and try the foe to 2-6 damage to all enemies. So how about we just kill everything? Spell card. Use the sparingly. You can only use a spell card once per battle. Yeah. Then I use this spell card. Then you all fucking die. And then we're done. Sounds good to me. 117 XP and 43 coins. When you gain enough XP, you can level up and get new abilities. Well done. I think you're ready for the real thing. Let's move on to the actual game. Off in the land of fantasy. Tucked away in the one and only village where humans meet is a library. Here in Suzanon, a great number of books from the outside world are hidden in its bookshelves, along with books from more supernatural sources. One such book is a guide to playing a rather peculiar game from the outside world. a tool for emulating, or rather transporting, ordinary humans across the barrier between fantasy and the mundane and letting them become the adventurous seekers they dream of becoming, but don't have the guts to risk their lives on attempting. And thus a certain unordinary shrine maiden took her chances with the book. After all, there was another, more personal barrier she sought to cross. So at early dawn, she seized her opportunity. It's Kozozo. Welcome to... Oh my, Miss Rainbow, you're up early. Do you need something? I've heard a rumor that there's a new book from the outside world. Cursed by yokai yada yada or whatever is usual. Oh, you've heard the rumors then? Yes, we do have that book. Kazuzu passes by Reimu to reach one of the many bookshelves in Suzanon and grasps a book with a colorful cover. Unfortunately, something went so wrong. It's actually just another reference book. Mostly mathematics and history. Kazuzu returns with the book and hands it over to Reimu. She takes a look at the cover and sees her face reflected in the glossy painting of a dragon fighting what appears to be a blue-robed magician. She flips through it while Kazuzu gets a broom and begins sweeping the entrance. All I got from that is that it's a guide to play some kind of game. Unfortunately, all the details about the setting and place went over my head. So it's just a regular book. I mean, it went over your head. What do you mean it went over your head? Aren't you a fairly smart character? It is indeed. Nothing cursed about it at all. I was hoping for another incident. Kozuzu froze up and dropped her broom. Really? You were hoping for an incident? Kazuzu bent over to grab her broom. Yes, I even sent Marissa a letter. I told her to meet me here before dawn in case I needed backup. She's late. Kazuzu fell over in surprise. She's very easily startled. Oh, it's been quite a while since I've heard you talk about Miss Marissa. Been such a long time since I've seen the two of you here together. Kazuzu picks herself back up with her broom in hand as she dusts herself off. It had legitimately been quite a long time. Kazuzu was very sure they were avoiding each other. She knew it wasn't her place to tell the two how they should act, but their lovey-dovey complaining about each other grew on her over time, even if it meant not hearing as much about the occasional yokai. How many weeks has it been since I've seen you two come in together? 2? 3? A month at this point. Oh, I really did miss hearing from the two of you. How are things going with her now? Oh, well, you know, the usual. Oh, but she's late, right? Is she gonna come over today? She might. Might? She might not come. No, why not? I may have gotten a little cross with Marissa the last time we met. Reimu coughs. I'd rather... Reimu pauses, looking away from Kozuzu. No talk about it? When Reimu can answer, the door to the library jerks wide open as another person steps in. Hey, Kozuzu, I've got a book you need to see. Like prey being hunted by a wild beast, Reimu's first instinct was to fly out the door before she was seen. Her second instinct was to let loose a barrage of Tamaku at her girlfriend. The last idea came to mind was to run up to her and hug her. She didn't think Marissa would appreciate it after what she told her, though. None of these options were likely to work, so she instead to do nothing. That is normally the fourth option in a video game, isn't it? Just a moment, I'm still talking with Reimu. Reimu? Hey, it's been a while. Crap baskets. Kozuzu looked back and forth between the two, both well-regarded yokai exterminators and respected protectors of Gensokyo. She looked at their dilated pupils, profuse sweating, and shell-shocked expressions with a mix of worry and utter astonishment. Hey Marissa, it's been a while. It sure has been. Yeah, Reimu. I see you got the letter. Sure. Let's go with that for now. Marissa turns away from Reimu and hands Kozuzu a leather-bound grimoire with deep edgings of unreadable symbols going along its sides. Dug this up. Entire thing's unreadable to me. I was hoping you'd ever see. Still entranced from their back and forth, Kozuzu could only manage a half-hearted reply. Sure. As she takes the book and skims its cover, the Reimu and Marissa have slipped into a mutual silence. Their eyes meet, but the two can only turn away and wonder what the other is thinking. Seems to be the Grimoire of Gensokyo. Kozuzu flips through the first 4 pages, adorned in handwritten ink. Though I recognize these numbers, I think this is referencing the same gang as the cursed book Ms. Reimu was looking for. Cursed book? Oh, that turned out to be just a guide for a game. Sorry for having you come all the way here. Well, I suppose there's nothing special about it than you can keep it. Can't play it if I can't read it after all. Sure, hopefully this will be easier to understand than the last. As Marissa and Kozuzu talked, Rainbow decided that she could take her leave. After all, she saw that Marissa was clearly doing fine without her, just knowing that was enough to satisfy her, and she had her other shrine maiden duties to tend to, of course. With a polite cough, she makes a beeline for the door. If there's nothing you need me for, then. Utterly and entirely sure that the two were worrying each other at this point, Kazuga decided to help get the two to open up to each other again. If it wasn't her place to do so, then it was no one. Seeing these two act so awkwardly around each other was unbearable to her. Oh, oh, yes, there is something. I haven't been able to play this game yet. It's meant for at least 3 people to try together. Imagine if it's actually cursed. You need to play the game to activate it. Though she fumbled, her words were enough to convince the Shrine Maiden to at least stay long enough to alleviate any more worries, whether they be her own or Kozuzu's. Purely business. I suppose it's possible. I'll have to make sure any yokai lurking inside that book are exterminated then. I'm Reimu. I only exterminate yokai that come out of books and are related to Kozuzu. What about Miss Rissa? 3 players, huh? Marissa glances over at Rainbow and sighs. Well, I got the same race as Rainbow and it might be fun, sure. Great, just give me a minute to set things up. Kozuzu takes the 2 books and huddles behind the front desk while shuffling through its drawers. How's the shrine? All normal. How's the store? Same old. So what's Tom been doing lately? I think you know she was the one who delivered the letter to you after all. She hasn't returned yet. I thought she was staying at your place. Later? Ah, the one you mentioned? I didn't actually get any later, though. Perhaps she got lost? She's been out since last night. I'm sure she's fine. Maybe Alice found her or something. Maybe manages a slight chuckle. I'll go look for her after we finish up. Nope, you're gonna leave right now. It's way more important than this. And if I find her, I'll make sure to tell her how to get back. You know, since I can't go back myself. Aye. Well, I've set it up. Take these dice and character sheets and we can start. No, wait. Just give us a minute. Let's talk after we're done here. But if we... Don't worry, Kozuzu. Yeah. Reimu and Marissa head over to Kozuzu's desk. No, so you use your power stats to actually hit them, not how hard you hit. I think I get it. It's just... Why? Team got the most of the spell code rules. This is really well made, huh? It's even got pre-made characters to match perfectly. Yeah, I'm so glad you came in with this book. It makes understanding the two so much easier. That said, if the first one is from the outside world, I'm not sure how the second book has details about Gensokyo. Made a previous owner like the game so much to make their own version. Certainly is a lot of effort just for a game. Well, we better make sure that effort doesn't go to waste then. The 3 pour over their character sheets one more time. Alright, I think we're ready. I'll be the game master and you two will be playing yourselves. Really alright that I'm playing as myself? It's fine. The game doesn't take place during the present anyway. You two are reincarnations of your past selves, and many centuries have passed since your deaths. Link and Zelda, apparently long forgotten, the land of fantasy opens up once again to you. To rediscover the future, now past, you must venture out into an unwelcome world. Oh. Marissa claps slowly before Reimu nudges her to stop. Ahem. Whether by fate or by fluke, you two have returned to life. Most of your power is lost to time, and you begin at level 1. The 2 of you awaken in the human village. What does it look like? The land is twisted, and former homes are ruins of their former selves. There's not a single human in sight. Instead, your vision is populated by fairy folk playing overgrown plants that seem to stare back and whispering spirits floating through your body. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a girl with long hair watching you, carrying a case on their back attached to their head is a pair of rabbit ears. Psst, Rainbow. Marissa nudges Rainbow into her ear. Doesn't that sound familiar? Sounds like racing. Kozuzu shouldn't be able to know this. Well, I guess the book has someone inside who's similar to Racing then. Ahem. Did Kozuzu not know who Racing was? But this was... No, this was made like, far after Forbidden Scrollery ended. Kozuzu knows who Raisin is, right? Does Marissa not know Kozuzu knows who Raisin is? I don't know. I haven't read Forbidden Scrollery in like 5 years. Anyways, when she sees that you've noticed her, she begins to run. Go for a tenacity check. You're gonna have to beat a 250 to succeed. That doesn't sound possible. Oops, it's 25, sorry. It was written as 25.0. I didn't see the dot. Alright then, let me try. I got 12. With my tenacity, that makes 27. I rolled a 3. With my tenacity, that adds up to 21. As you catch up to the girl, she turns her head only to see you two hot on her trail. Is that scripted, or is there actual, like, randomness? I don't know. Deep. Rays flash bright red for a moment, and a barrage of dark Mauku is now flying your way. I fly over to where she's heading on my broom. Make a tenacity check. I got a 10. With my tenacity, that makes 25. You kick off from the ground, and the Damaku whizzes harmlessly beneath you. Am I also flying? I take Rainbow by the hand and swing her onto the back seat of my broom. We sit together like in those shoujo manga. So we're the couple on the bicycle. We're the couple on the flying bicycle. Oh, alright. You reach out to each other and fly high, high above. You see that the girl with rabbit ears hasn't noticed you flying yet. She slows to a halt so she can't see you anymore. Let's drop down on her ass. Done with that. So the two of you descend or free fall? Alright, the two of you go into free fall and land with a thump. Luckily, most of the damage was absorbed by the girl underneath you two. Wait. Don't bring me to Mamizo. Mamizo, the Tanuki girl? Funny, isn't it? I can't believe they put Miss Mamizo in this game. It's almost as if the game knows her. You're getting freaky, even for me. Okay, let's stop here. No. And returns to Marissa. I want to keep going. Why? Are you trying to start an incident? I'm just curious, Marissa. I'm just curious. Marissa seems to want to say something, but she stops herself. Fine. Have your way. Kozuzu tries to bring the focus back to the game. We are Tanuki, if that's what you're wondering. That's right. Check if we have any details if you need to. So you're humans. She's Remu Hakare, and she's Marissa Kirasabe. I didn't think there were any humans left, let alone any who were this powerful. Why were you watching us? I thought you two were Tanuki. The traveling storekeep keeps up and reaches for a few glass bottles inside her pack and hands them over to you. Take these potions, free of charge. Cool. Sorry about the mistake, just haven't seen humans ever since back then. These potions look a little stale, too. You gave me 200 coins just to be able to convince Aaron to upgrade those. Sweet. Are you sure you don't remember me? Am I supposed to remember? No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, I guess not. You need to ask me for anything, then I suppose I'll set up shop here. Then, if you need more potions, 10 coins apiece. I thought you were getting them for free. Not all of them. Alright. Ask her a question. Who are you? Just an earth bunny selling potions. Why are you selling potions? Well, I've been doing this for decades now, serving the princess of A&T. Mostly gave it to fairies, but I suppose you're my first customer in a while. Happened to the village. Humans are so short-lived. Ever since the Hakari Shrine Maiden disappeared along with her girlfriend, all the yokai began vying for domination of the village. These days, no one come here. Most of the humans and yokai either died out or left for the outside world. Call that a bad ending. Well, most of the Tanuki managed to win what's left of the village, and I might have pissed off the leader once. It was an insignificant reason, but that's when things really went downhill for me. Where is Hakare Shrine? Right off the east. The track's a little muddy, but you can't miss it. It's been pretty quiet around there lately. There used to be a guard dog, but who knows where she went. Go flip through the guidebook. Looks like there's been a few pages torn out. Wonder why. Guess if you went to the Hakare Shrine, the game's over, I guess. Okay. Any tips on fighting? I've got quite a few. Let me try to remember one. Right. Stock up on potions. You ever know when something crazy is going to hit you? Like 2 girls dropping down from the sky. Ask me again if I remember another. Am I supposed to remember? This sounds familiar. Are you sure? Yeah, I think I've heard someone say these lines before. Are you sure you haven't just been blinded by the 7 colors on this book cover? There's a lot more colors than you have. Wonder by what percent. Go back where? No, I meant go back to shopping. Duh, oops. Upgrade to 12 HP potion. How many coins do I have? 42. 15 potions. Sure, whatever. Five more. That's clearly not enough coins. Don't try and fool me. I can count. 50 coins. Right. I'm an idiot. Alright. Bye, racing. Why would I get into a fight? That's just mean. You sure? Doing this will begin the epilogue, at least for the Game Jam edition. No? Can I not do anything but fight racing? I don't want to do that. There's no reason for me to do this. I'll set it up. No joke this time? The ellipsis. Oh. What? The joke sounds better out loud. Hmm? Okay. My super strategy, it's called use the spell cards. Kill them all. Kill everyone. That went pretty well. Gained 608 XP and 16 coins. Is this the whole game? I just, Thanks a bunch. Alright, I assume that's all there is here. I can get into fights. But other than that, I can just go to Hackery Land. After a long approach and the yawning wrist of the sun, you arrive at Hackery Shrine. It's dilapidated, and the stone is messy and cracked. The wood is splintered and pale. Outside, you see a book lying in front of the entrance. It's dusty, dirty, and its loose cover no longer protects it. I pick it up and flip through it. As Marissa says this, Kazuzu gets up without a word. She opens up a book in the back and gets out a book. It's dusty, dirty, and its loose cover no longer protects it. She hands it over to Marissa. Ah. Raymond can only look in abject horror as Marissa begins to flip through the book. This is our journal? Again, she shows up with a new spell card and wrecks the place. It's almost every day that she does that. Ann isn't much help with cleaning either. I want to throw up my gohei and march right to her house. When's Marissa going to move in? She knows I can't just leave the shrine. I miss her. I can't bear it without her. Damn, I wrote some pretty embarrassing things while drunk. Glad Marissa's never reading this. Oh my god. Oh my Hakare god. I thought Marissa took that. You gave me this book instead of that magazine I wanted. It was too interesting to give it back. Ah. With many H's. Reimu has a moment. She calms down. I'm sorry for accusing you of stealing it. It's fine, I probably would have done it eventually. And now that I've read it, heck yeah, I'm crashing your house. Marissa and Reimu get up. Marissa grabs Reimu as they rush out the door. Where are you going? To make up for last month we didn't spend together. Wait, my journal. And then the two fly off into the distance. Well, I had better at counseling than I thought. Wouldn't you say? Gozuzu lists the three books and places them into a box at the back. Maybe I should try this with IQ. Maybe turn it into a business. Well, in any case, Grimoire sure was useful. The Grimoire of Alice, huh? Wonder where Marissa found something like this. Some of these names? Mima? Who the heck is that? I think I'd know if a spirit was haunting Hackery Shrine with how many times I've been there. What's this book, spirits? Ew, let's hope I don't get possessed by anything like that. Congrats. There's no credits. Phantasmal. Legacy mode LOL-K extra, but you're experiencing every spell card and non-spell card at once. Hey, you've been busy, You're late. I wonder if you really can defeat me. After all, you're not nearly as strong as you think you are. But thinking about such things is pointless now. You wanna have a bad time? Oh, so that's why they're so pale. Well, sorry, Genji. Weak doesn't even describe it. Take another step forward and you'll end up dead for sure. This is why I never make promises. It's literally just word for word the dialogue. Here, let me take this report fair. Those are the regions of the game's main player files. Here we go! Raymond Risk have leveled up. Check your character stats for new abilities. Potion strength increased to 9. And again, Raymond Risk have leveled up. Yep. And again! And again! And one more time for good measure. And this one's better. Maybe a little too much. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, the flowers are blooming on days like these. Transphobes like you, that was okay. It'll be burning in hell. Kozuzu Sans. Now using a spell card. Kozuzu Sans has attacked Reimu. Okay. Am I gonna get a turn? Nope, she said something. Okay, what do I have now? Ofuda of Banishing Flames, and Ofuda to cast away impurities. 24. Wait, what was my original spell card? It was down here. Okay, copy sign. This is the new thing. Enemy controls the overflow fire using to cut an enemy escape route. Lowers the dodge and power of an enemy. Okay. Is Evil Containing Circle or Fantasy Seal the new one? A barrage of light seals away the enemy's attacks. Okay. I don't know why I'm bothering to read this, like I'm not gonna lose in a turn anyway. Hallucination Mushroom Cloud. A hallucinogenic mixture of magical mushrooms explodes in a cloud of dust. All enemies have their dodge power and tenacity permanently lowered by 17. Okay. Do that. Okay. She just dodged it. Does that mean I can't use the spell card anymore? Yeah, use that. Okay. Wait. That one? Yeah. That one? Yep. I don't even know why I'm bothering. I'm basically just waiting until I die at this point. Right. Okay. Still going. Not dead yet. Alright. At this rate, I should be done in about 2 hours. Yep. Man, Kozuzu, you are really bad at killing me. Finally, you killed one of them. Took you long enough. Right, just do 10 damage and let me lose already. Just kill me. God, kill me. There. Come back when you've gotten stronger. Later. I died. There we go. 30 minutes. Pretty average length recording session. Well, that was that. I'm probably going to have to edit, like, the top here, because I'm playing in browser. But, you know, it's for future me to worry about. Anyway, that was bad. That plays something randomly chosen again next time, like I always do. Why do I bother making this the outro? Like, of course I'm going to play something picked random, like I always do. I don't know. What should I do for the outros for these? Just be like, bye?